Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's coming your way. By the way, if you're enjoying these ones and would like to see more, don't forget to give some love and hit subscribe. I see some good news coming forward from outside source. This can be something optimistic. I feel the energy of the sun here. Sun symbolizes positivity, optimistic, good news. This kind of has tears of joy, so can be something really touches your heart as well. I know this is about money, success, career, the material things happening in your life, but this can also be something that is really affecting that kind of energies as well, the positive energies. So the optimism can affect what's going on inside your heart, inside your home as well. We have here within the end of the second week, this is actually another outside resource. There's a pathway opening. There is a this kind of reminds me of a crocodile. At the end of that pathway, open its mouth. This can be a short little pathway, maybe an opportunity. Now, last week, I mentioned in my Gemini video, I only mostly focus on the positive things in these readings. And I asked if I should mention the negative things that I see as well. So this one here, what I see is there's a small pathway opening, but there's a crocodile at the end of the pathway, which is a predator. So it can seem like, oh, what a beautiful opportunity that I'm going to go enjoy, do some things. But there might be someone waiting for you at the end of the path to bite you up. So doing your research is the key here, okay? Asking the right questions. If there's a contract you're signing, let me see, there's a legal paper showing up here beforehand. Reading the fine lines, fine prints is going to be important here. And if you're feeling, okay, your intuition is telling you there is someone out there who can bite you, and this is actually giving them the signal and maybe even letting them know, you know what, this is not a bait. You cannot eat this one, and you can put that profession, not the professions, the profusions, that those like rules in the game book basically, and state that if you really want to play the game and just go outside of that comfort zone, or maybe let's go inside. If you pause, wait for a second, there's a second thing coming forward, which has a shooting star, kind of like a meteor coming down to earth. You see, we don't really see those kind of things. They are in the movies, we see them as like a destruction happening on earth. But I feel like here, this is a shooting star. It's not really exactly a negative thing, because what happens when the meteor actually hits the earth, it just brings a lot of resources that we cannot really find on the planet Earth. Okay, so this can be something when you wait, the outside opportunity may be coming to your current place, current situation, wherever you are. I see in the beginning here, there are two. Okay, this is a little strange. There are two. Initially, what I see is there are two characters. They're wearing a head covering, like this kind of like a triangle type of like a head covering. Their face is covered. This kind of reminds me of like a ghost, the ghost suit that we make with a sheet, a bed sheet. And this is half and half. So these people there are two people riding, driving, flying, because I feel like they're flying. This is a bird carrying them, coming into your life. These people are balanced in the sense of good and bad, right and wrong, and or the maybe give and take. Like they have a balance. Okay, so if what you put out is what you get back with them, and if you put in good things, you can get good things with them. This can be a company that you're going to be working with, two partners coming forward. Maybe you're partnering up with a couple, or a couple doesn't have to be a married couple. It can be like a partners already, and you're entering into the space, and they're coming. Maybe even migrating towards where you are. You have a massive tool in your hand. This is a sickle. The sickle helps you collect the crops that you plant, okay? And you have the tool, and they're coming for that. The tool, the sickle, doesn't have to be in the literal sense material like you are. This is a general reading. It doesn't mean that you're a farmer collecting crops all day long. This can be your skill set. This can be maybe your great driver. This can be your vehicle. This can be your driver's license, which can get you the driving job. I don't know why I keep going there, but some of you maybe likes to drive. Maybe a Formula One driver, that's a good job too. Stressful, but good. Or maybe you are a teacher, is your knowledge in your brain, your mind is your tool. Okay, it seems like here they're coming for that and you're holding it. And if you're not really showing it, it's time to start showing it. The cat, I saw the cat here. I don't know if you guys see my cat right there. And I don't know if she wants to go out. This one is Shim Shim. Shim Shim. Shim Shim. And she wants to go out, but she needs to wait. So the sickle in your hand, I see the cat here. Cat is the laid back energy, okay? But the thing is, they're not always laid back like this one, these ones here. And I have a Minnie the Pooh, and she does this too. No, you're not jumping up there. Okay, so what they do is they rest when time is right. But when it comes to go out there, hunt and do, like they do this for enjoyment. They like hunting things like little bugs. They bring me all the time. So we see that with their tool, with their skill set, your skill set, you're going to be able to take like show it off and use it. Okay, use it to hunt what you're wanting. Like, think of it that way. You're going to be hunting that. Hunting in the sense of it can be presenting your skill set. I see phone lines forming, can be even getting beautiful more offers into the space you're in. And there's a legal paper right there. This legal paper can be representing of the contract, the offer you're going to be getting. Another thing with this legal paper is this can also be something in the mail coming forward, because you see, I told you that there is actually phone lines forming here, but this kitty cat needs to go out. Just a second. And so this is her hair. Anyways, the cats, like I said, the time comes, they go hunt. And it seems like you already have the skill set, or maybe you have, if you're on the stage of maybe retirement, you have already hunted, have put the part in. Now it's time to collect the last final drop, final piece of the puzzle, and which is your victory, your success here. Like I said, the pathway is opening here towards the end of the second week. The timeline can change person to person. This can even be like an idea coming to you maybe in a stressful moment, and most of the time the ideas flows to us in a stressful moments are ego thoughts, ego desires, okay? And ego desires are not usually connected with the higher guidance, which can lead us to like a very problematic situation. So that's why I said there's a crocodile at the end. It looks a good pathway, maybe in the theory, but maybe in the practice, it is going to bring some problems. So it's good to calculate everything. I see there's a person here. The person has a dark aura. They are also connected with some people here, but you see they have a long nose. A long nose reminds me of the Pinocchio, even though the Pinocchio didn't really have negative intentions, but he had a telling, okay, giving him away when he was lying. So this can be the telling of this person, not the nose being big, but you can take the nose being big in the sense of like, first of all, nosy. Second is like a big nose, or like nose up in the air. I don't know if there's a term like that in English. There's such a term in my language. It says like the nose up in the air, meaning that being cocky, being all-knowing, acting in that way, like a narcissistic way, but not really talking anything when you look at what they're saying. So it can be that kind of a character here. And they might be showing you a pathway and telling you, you know what, this is a good opportunity. You should take... No, don't. Do your research first, okay, before jumping into it. Because this person might have something that they're benefiting from that, okay? Like they might be someone maybe who has a lot of power that is going to intimidate you, or they're going to feel like, okay, I should trust them, but they might have something in it. They also have another person right next to them. This kind of looks like a small person with a mustache, so they can have a small effect, but they might also maybe even have another connection who can really give you the real information that you need. I know this is a very specific message for some of you, but you can reinterpret. This can even be representative of maybe an entity that you're dealing with at this moment, like an institution, a school, or like a maybe even community that you're dealing with. The legal paper comes forward after that. The second opportunity, I told you we have two shooting stars coming down. This is a good sign. This means your wish fulfillment, your blessings. The star is always a good omen. And I also have here, I saw a person's face right there. There's a bear, there's a second bear. Bear indicates authority. So the people with real authority will show up the timeline wise after the third week, okay? I see above them there's a squid because they have ink. I interpret this in the sense of this people might be some people that actually played with the ink. Kind of like there's a term also that we use. They tasted the ink. This means that someone is educated, someone who did research, who has maybe like a lot of knowledge about a situation. They have read all the books that is necessary that subject. They researched everything. Can be the term that because that we have the squid, there's a big bear, two small bear, one big bear, one owl. So this can even, you can see the owl. This kind of looks like now lamb. So they might even have someone really cool, calm, collected, loving, and peaceful and innocent in the mix as well. But this is a good mix of people. Squid even can be the character that is the knowledgeable one because he's on top. Maybe he's leading the bunch here. And you might become the part of this team, which is, it sounds really fun to me because they have all the aspects of the rainbow. They have the sheep with maybe the lamb with the good intentions, the creative approach, the owl with heightened intuition. I see a dog right there. Dog can be symbolizing someone loyal, keeps things together. You know, the bear is the authority, makes the decisions, maybe provides the financials. This can be a group that's coming together. We have an umbrella right there to forming a partnership and creating amazing work. And I feel like you're going to become a part of that team. And maybe some of you, maybe you're leading that team. I kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see, there's the lips here, the hair. If you watch the Shark Tale, I think it was a Shark Tale, there was this beautiful fish with red hair, which was, I think, played by Angelina Jolie. And this kind of reminds me of that fish here. So this can be someone very attractive. And I think she's a Gemini. So this person can be a Gemini, okay? The thing about fish is they represents wealth, abundance, the resources of the universe, the earth, Mother Earth. And this can be someone who has those resources, okay? And I see there's an angry man showing up here. This is like a great combo. And another thing here, maybe you are the angry person. Capricorn, you're not, you're not the angry one in the zodiac, but this bunch might require someone to defend what's going on with them. You might be the one defending it. You might be the one preparing this person the information that they need to defend the cause. This can be like a humanitarian thing for you. Maybe you're going to be stepping in. For some of you, maybe this is a cause that is going to change many people's lives, or this can be even something about like a home. Maybe you want to purchase a home and like bringing maybe communicating with the right people because it's a procedure. You have to deal with many people at the same time. And one of those can be someone aggressive, wearing a scarf though. Maybe their aggressiveness is not really working out for them, or maybe someone who's afraid to being left out in the cold. They are expressing themselves loudly. So you might be, if you're a conflict resolution person, maybe you're actually going to calm that person down as well. This kind of forms a number 2 to me. And number 2, it's not the empty yet. So there's a partnership forming definitely for you, which will bring the success that you desire. But it's not formed yet. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific desire, an intention, a question, hold it in your mind. We have the new moon here. If you haven't watched your new moon reading, I post moon readings, collective moon readings once a week for weekly. So on Sundays most of the time. And I posted that. Go ahead and watch that one and see what energies and messages comes forward to you. You see the new moon coming forward. New moon is a new energy. I right away, like without even, let me zoom in a little bit here. If I can show you. There's a lion right there. This is a Leo. You might have Leo in your chart. Leos are actually leadership character, which is in your heart. Maybe you have a position in your mind. You want to lead. So that's why this is showing up here. So you can really focus on how to create that. New moon, suggesting that plant that seed right now because that will happen for you. Your desire is coming very lightly. It is even creating like a V here. If this is about winning something, it can be the victory that you're going to be getting. And so at the end of the timeline, you might be even becoming this victorious person right there. Like a leader that is guiding the bunch. You have your energy field intact perfectly. And also I see there's a little flower here. This flower can be something little, maybe you really want to receive as a material gift. That can be showing up also within the second week, because sometimes we not only want massive things, we want small things as well. For example, I am a knitter, crochet artist, let's say, and I have like right now I have a channel you can see in the description box. It's called Pearl and Treble, and these, for example, I have it here, I have everywhere. This brand of crochet hooks, I love them. I lost a couple of them, which is really upsetting for me. I was so sad when I couldn't find. I think I dropped one of them somewhere, and I walk around with a yarn in my bag and a crochet hook. And I can get like the whole series, like the whole thing of that. I have other ones, but not as good as these ones. None of them. This is not an advertisement. I just use this and I love it. This is like, I was using it when I was 7 years old, when I first started crocheting. And today they still exist and I love that. So that's my tool. That's my inspiration. That just inspires me to do new things. And then when I'm crocheting, I get inspired to do other things. Like the messages comes to me, I channel things, I write them down. That can be your tool. Okay, let's get to the tarot now. Let's look at your current situation. We have the Queen of Cups here, someone full of love, intuitive, emotional. This is suggesting that listen to your heart. Okay, there's a resource coming forward that you can trust, and your intuitive guidance will be on point. We have the sunflowers here. They represent a lot of optimistic opportunities showing, and this is your current situation. And if you're not feeling the energy, it is going to start flowing very soon. Another thing here, maybe you're watching out other people's back rather than watching your own a little bit. This can also come forward as a little bit like put that attention and energy into yourself first. Okay, let's see. Financial opportunities comes with a King of Cups. So emotional satisfaction is going to bring the massive fish that you're desiring. Basically, this can also be someone Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, honorable, loyal, mature, and someone close to your heart. And this person is coming forward with an amazing advice. Maybe it's good to pay attention to. And this can also indicate a cultural or creative endeavor you're going to be doing as when it comes to the financials, improving your financials. The challenge here is 8 of Wands, guys. Why is it challenge? Because 8 of Wands is extremely fast energy. Maybe you are moving so fast here, many things are coming forward, and that can create a lot of stress. That's the challenge when it comes to financials. So when you're under stress, maybe you're acting really fast, and that can create some sort of like a rush. Decisions might end up being a negative thing. Being calm, cool, and collected is the time here, the way to go. We also have for your how should you manage your finances. This is actually Ace of Swords energy. You see this beautiful kitty cat, not a kitty cat, it's a tiger. Snow tiger, snow leopard on the background. So be locked. Okay, the cats are locked on the prize. So lock yourself, your mind, your vision to the end result rather than focusing on the little details along the way. Universe is ready there, filling up those details. And this is actually telling you to stand strong because you're going to have massive opportunities when it comes to managing your finances. Also, use your logic. Ace of Swords energy has strong logic energy, sharp. You see the snow here indicates sharpness. Being clear and concise is very important. And you might have some good ideas regarding finances that you need to put into practice. Another thing with the Ace of Swords energy, because the sword cuts the air, basically, it's an air sign energy. and it indicates a lot of like a reason, logic, being methodical, okay, having a plan before you act. That's very important here. What will that bring to you long term? Four of Wands energy. This can be like some marriage or marriage of companies, and also indicates of gratitude. You have the castle on the background, the fairies are dancing, glowing, and this will bring a lot of things to celebrate into your life. This is a deep feeling of peace and happiness, and you will have like a lot of like security, seems like, in the future when you act in a logical, methodical way. Let's pull your cards. Explanatory. This is the clarifiers. We have the Chariot here. So when you start paying attention to, look at how beautiful this is. When you start paying attention to what you desire more and receive help when it's coming, or maybe this is coming from a water sign to you. This is looking so good. There are two people inside. I'm trying to see them. You're going to be galloping towards that new beautiful future that you want to desire. This kind of looks like that carriage takes to Cinderella to the ball. So this is going to be a ball every day for you that you're going to be celebrating. Financial opportunities, King of Pentacles, structure, stability with the King of Cups. So you can receive a lot of good help from knowledgeable people. They know how to manage money. They know how to create wealth and abundance in their life, which is a good thing here. The challenge is Eight of Wands and Knight of Wands being too hasty, okay? Because they're passionate. They like to take action. They're spontaneous, but sometimes impulsive. So that's the challenge. You're not thinking through things. That's why the King of Pentacles is a slow mover and thinker. Your aligned energy coming forward here. Lean on that one. We have Six of Wands with the Ace of Swords. When you approach situations with logic, Six of Wands is victory, that you're going to be able to celebrate and collect the fruits of your labor. And finally, you're going to have the final result of celebration and the Hermit energy right here looking beautiful, that your manifestations are going to happen. The star in your lantern represents that. This is the Virgo energy. This can be like having a mentor coming forward to grow what you have already created. Also, you becoming a mentor at the end of the day with all that good experience. You're going to be able to give that as a service to others. Okay, let's get to the oracle part now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, it's good to focus on that one. We're going to be looking at what should you focus on at this timeline. Let's go. You should focus on El Uzza, star of Venus. Okay, these terms are, I think it's Persian. Let's see, El Uzza. I think El is the in English. Not 100% sure because I am not really knowledgeable the Eastern languages. But we use it day to day, this kind of words. I'm familiar to it. So El Uzza is the name of the star, basically. Uzza or Yusa. So this is neither masculine nor feminine. It's the combination of both these powers. And this actually depends on love. What you should focus on is the power of love. The message you hear is, if you have any fears or discomfort, if you are seeing any of these kind of like reflection from others, you're getting maybe reaction from others that way, this is telling you to keep going on your pathway, because Venus, the star, is actually illuminating your path with balance, and it's going to create a lot of good balance in your life. And Venus is a pleasure. You're going to be able to have a lot of pleasure with that. How can you continue on that path? We have resplendent with grace. So yeah, focus on the grace of God. I'm also making this trying this new meditation from Deepak Chopra called The Grace for 21 days, which is really like eye-opening, like if you're wondering, looking for something. So the grace is the grace of God, the grace of the creator energy, the goodness that brings it into our life, that the peace that brings in. So channeling this is actually, it's not that easy if you have like a ADHD mind like mine. But what happens is meditation, prayer, sitting down for maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes a day, in reading, being in quiet, can help you connect with that grace, okay? Disconnect from the troubles of the earth and connect with that grace. That will lead you to your Venus, the star, wish fulfillment. Star means wish fulfillment, the wishes that you have, okay? And how will that upgrade your life? We have to let love transform, so it will bring more love into your life, okay? Love, you can take it as any, applied in any field of your life, because if you're working at something and if you don't love it anymore, that stresses you out. And if you are maybe waiting for money to come, but you don't like money, then it doesn't want to be around you. There's a reason comes forward and just fleets away. If you want to get a home, but you're feeling like, oh, it's going to be too much of a burden, then there's no love in that space. What's going to happen is when you are connecting with a grace, and that will bring the manifestations that you will feel that true love, the divine love better in that case. Let's see your second oracle. This is actually your best advice or guidance at this moment. We have new moon in Leo. We have the massive lion here. Your future is bright. Sunflowers over sunflowers. Guys, this is a very good sign here. Sunflowers symbolize the optimism, Leo energy. You can channel that energy. It doesn't have to be your Capricorn. This is intended for sun, moon, and rising. But this is actually symbolizing that there is a chance of you coming to you, that you will take lead in some case in a situation, okay? This is your color of the month of chakra. We have isolation. The blue color, what does it say there? Invitation. Okay, the hand has an invitation. Okay. So it seems like blue color is the throat chakra. So your ability to speak, which aligns with the Leo, the chariot, aligning you actually leading with confidence, speaking to people, maybe, just showing them the right pathway. Do not wait for the right time to live your life. You are on the verge of something big, but if you don't participate, it could pass you by. Here's a personal inquiry here for you. Sapphire does not know the difference between isolation and solitude. Do I? This is a sapphire. I feel like this stone. There's a meditation also. And think of something that you have been putting off. A vacation, calling a friend, painting the house. Close your eyes and imagine yourself totally involved in the activity. Come back when you're ready. Now take action. Taking action will be that much simpler. So when you're taking action, get the inspiration going first, it feels like here. Let's see your final message. Freedom. Let the unicorn set you free. Unicorns meaning like a divine and magical powers of the universe, okay? Universe, the creator of all that is. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.